There has been a huge debate in the pharmaceutical industry as the Trump administration unveiled their blueprint of lowering drug prices this May.
President-elect Donald Trump blasting Big Pharma last week, saying, quote, U.S. pharmaceutical companies are getting away with murder, end quote, in what they charge for the government for medicines. And now he's saying they were politically protected, but not anymore.
As this article shows, this may turn into pharmaceutical companies' nightmares as the suggested plans include strict price controls by lowering drug prices, putting a cap on Medicare beneficiaries' out-of-pocket drug costs, requiring manufacturers to disclose prices in TV ads and justify any significant price increases.
The goal is to increase people's affordability to effective drugs as the cost of medicine continue to rise and sometimes can go astronomically high.
One of the arguments proposed by advocates of price controls is that why should American taxpayers both contribute to drug development and then pay the highest prices in the world as patients? But are people really benefit from the price controls of drugs? Let's start by looking at what would happen if a maximum price that pharmaceutical companies can charge is implemented. Before the government intervention, the equilibrium price is P star and the equilibrium quantity is Q star. The consumer surplus and producer surplus are shown respectively. If a price ceiling is in place, it will bring down the equilibrium price to PM as well as the producer surplus, which is now only shown by the right triangle. This means that producers are actually worse off due to the price controls, whereas consumers may potentially gain larger surplus. And there is the deadweight loss as shown by the blue triangle.
Now let's think about what would happen if producer surplus is reduced.
Even though pharmaceuticals is among the most profitable industries in the world, a lot of their revenues go into R&D, and their high profitability helps attract investors and generate money for research. If their profitability declines as a result of price controls, it would chill innovations and turn investors away from their research on some of the most vexing diseases that are still plaguing. Squeezing pharmaceuticals' R&D spending can have enormous impact on the problems that drug developers often choose to address. Some of the complex diseases will be deprioritized or deselected due to its extremely high cost of conducting research.
So, is this something consumers really want out of a price control on drugs? I think the answer is probably no.